Eve, you a funky bitch. We living in sin because of your ass, goddammit.
You know, the Bible is very interesting because if one is careful and honest, one can literally live any lifestyle that they want to live in because you would find anything that you want to find. Even if you want to look for the devil, you will find him too. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like and make sure you share.
Yeah. The Bible is intended for people to read it. Now, my interpretation of the Bible, how can it be wrong? And the devil was like, bitch, eat the motherfucking apple. Then after she ate the apple, she got Adam to eat the apple, and then God kicked him out the garden. This is what happens when your bitch is out there by herself. If your woman is in the street by herself, she is in danger. The devil is going to get to her and make her do stuff she wouldn't have did if you was with her. God was like, God damn, Adam, how you let the bitch eat the apple? You know, Adam was like, you gave me the bitch, what I'm supposed to do with it? So it went bad. Yes. And we started living in sin. We didn't start dying until Eve and Adam both. They ate from the forbidden tree. He was listening to his bitch. You ain't supposed to listen to your bitch extensively. You're supposed to love your woman, but if she talk too much, you got to cut her off. Every time my woman talking to me, if she say more than 10 words at a time, I'll be like,
Now, it is not my desire to talk about the Bible so much because it's a very touchy and sensitive subject. But when I hear people say some things that just does not make sense, it irks me. A lot of people blame women from a religious standpoint because she was the one that got deceived and ate the fruit. But everybody forgets that nobody tied Adam and forced him to eat the fruit too. Adam could have literally said no. And when it was time for him to be responsible, what did he do? We all know what he did. Even though, yes, Eve was the one that made him, or convinced him is the right word, to do such a thing. There are many things that men convince women to do that are not right. There is no sex that is better than the other. It takes two to fall. It takes two to have a successful and thriving relationship. So if we get into this, more or less, the Bible is a history book. Not everything that happened in the Bible was a good thing. But we have been taught wrongly about some things to believe that whatever happened in the Bible gives people a license to believe whatever it is that they want to believe or behave in a certain way that is pleasing to their own lifestyle.
Is it a realistic expectation for a man of power to have one woman?
I don't think it happens that often. Like I would say it's very rare. Out of 100 men with power, you might find two that only have one woman.
And when you say two with one woman, what's the time frame of you being with one woman? You talking about a lifetime, you talking about 10 months, you talking about 10 years, you're talking about the tenure of their whole relationship.
No, I'm saying, Cam, every once in a while you find a dude, he only is with his woman. It's very rare, but every once in a while you'll be like, wow, that mother, he only fuck with his wife.
Now, this is where, since we're having this conversation, is there ever a time that you've came around a person and you'd be like, yo, like that dude, I ain't gotta worry about him. I know that he promotes what he's talking about. See what I'm saying? Like, being with one woman, you know that that's him. You feel what I'm saying? There's some people who promote, I'm married, but behind the scenes, it's like.
Of course. I got homies, man, they are preachers. And I just laugh at them because they hold this Christianity in there, but they not living their life.
Again, I'm not going to get too deep into this whole aspect. Nobody in the Bible, except for Christ, should be your role model because everything in the Bible points and shows that human beings are flawed and they've been flawed from the beginning. Or without structure, human beings will live a totally selfish and reckless life, both man and woman. And generally speaking, that's what the Bible tries to convey. But nobody wants to see that. Everybody wants to talk about men having multiple wives, which I understand why it happened, but that doesn't mean it is the best. But this then leads into the bigger topic, or the bigger points that Cory made in this video.
You got 8 kids?
Yes, sir.
Listen, bro. You don't make broken homes. Women make broken homes. When you have a child by a man, I think it is your duty to make sure your child knows his father, is around his father, and finds a way. As a woman, you need to find a way to make peace with the father of your children. Because if you have peace with the father of your children, it'll never be a broken home. The man can gather his children and grow his kingdom. And if you still want to play sometime, you could be part of the kingdom in the back somewhere. But I'm just saying, ain't no such thing as a man creating a broken home. Now, if I got pregnant and I didn't let the kid see their mama, I would be creating broken homes. Men are not capable of creating broken homes. If you lay down with that man, you have basically given him power. Only one got more power than the man whose child you have is God. You gave him ultimate power over you if you carried his seed and had it. So if you break the home, that's on you.
A broken home caused by the woman and not by the man is the most nonsensical and the most idiotic statement I have ever seen or I've ever heard in my life. Yet this man uses the Bible to talk about his case. It takes two to create a broken home. Actually, it takes one to create a broken home. A man is the one that gets the woman pregnant. If a man gets a woman pregnant and he is not willing to be responsible for what he chose to do, the woman also took part, of course, but it doesn't matter. A woman can want things to work. If the man is not willing, what can you do? A man can want things to work. If a woman is not willing, what will you do? Women are not the sole reason why broken homes exist. We can all say it starts from the man because the Bible says the man is the head of the household, right? So this blame game to justify the actions that people want to do with their lives is very toxic and is very degrading when it comes to building a better structure for people in general.
Hook up, hang out, do that for a minute. But I'm saying girls in poverty, because they have a deficiency. Poverty is a deficiency out here in America. I can fix your little deficiency if you do what I want you to do. I think it's an even exchange.
Yeah, but do you see how that comes off as?
No. How does it come off? It's this. Look, we're exchanging services.
Okay, but that's not prostitution?
Powerful men will do what benefits them, just as powerful women will do what benefits them as well. Unfortunately, we live in a world that has been structured by nature to be a certain way. So any woman that's in the state of power will use her power to her advantage. Have you all heard about Jezebel? Have you all heard about Elijah? Have you all heard about Delilah? Again, the Bible is a history book. It tells you how messed up people can actually be when they don't have a higher standard to look up to and to follow. These people try to mix the truth with the lie to justify the lies of the type of lifestyle that they're living. And this is not to say that anybody is perfect, because there are people that don't even believe in the Bible that do all these things either way. They just have that certain mindset about it. And that doesn't mean that because you believe in the good things about the Bible that you're any better. It just gets to show that people will pick what's best for them. And people will use whatever they can to make themselves feel better and feel more powerful than other people. He uses his power just like everybody else would, that is not really anchored on Christ. So what should we do now? Take what is said as the things and learn that people who have not been redefined or chosen to do the right thing and communicate it in a manner like this, you already know the type of BS that you're on. And nobody should fall for it. But if you do fall and do find yourself in sticky situations, it is never too late to bounce back. Because Adam ate the fruit too. David killed. Abraham struggled. We all know Solomon struggled. But these are not the people to follow. What is right may be what you hate. And that is what it takes to be a good person, but just not a good person that is going to live beyond this world. Let me know your opinions, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.